Yeah. People don't want that real, they just say that they do. Now people don't want that real, and I want it too. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet and killer. Negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself no more music glorifying evil. Spilling drugs, womanizing, killing more people. But it's a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. And you know, I'm reciting other lyrics. And my days don't feel complete at this height. With my darkness in my spirit, this can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting, this can't be light. I must be blind to the effects, this can't be light. This is the power of the tongue, this can't be light. Be careful what you get involved with. Cause you can't support a crowd, but then hate the effects that it causes. I really want shit, I really who I claim. I'm a big coach, when you call my name. This is really on my brain. I really want shit, I really who I claim. I'm a big coach, when you call my name. This is really on my brain. People don't want love, they just say it. People don't want love, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by the thrill of the chase. Infatuated with a new name and a new face. I tell myself no more hollering at these drugs. All I need is one, give a dime, give a pearl. Steady looking past what's right in my glass. Someone that I can have, who will give me her last. Next thing you know, I'm talking to someone new. She love who I am, she didn't love what I do. First she used to ignore me, now she love to explore me. Was cool the first couple of weeks, now she's starting to book me. It's ain't right, feeling like I have a taste fight. They got fights, had to learn how to curb my appetite. All my life, I said that I've been wanting to be a wife, but I can't spend all my time just chasing whoever's fine. I really want shit, am I really who I claim? This is really on my brain. I really want shit, am I really who I claim? This is really on my brain.
Come on in. Like, comment, share the show, man. This is that
Man, yeah. People don't want that real, they just say that they do. Now people don't want that real, and I want it too. I'm so easily entertained by ratchet and killer. Negative imagery always seem to interest me. I tell myself no more music glorifying evil. Spilling drugs, womanizing, killing more people. But it's a song with a tight beat and can't deny it. The hook is catchy, so I subconsciously memorize it. And you know, I'm reciting other lyrics. And my days don't feel complete at this height. With my darkness in my spirit, this can't be light. I'm craving what I'm supposed to be fighting, this can't be light. I must be blind to the effects. This is the power of the tongue, this can't be light. Be careful what you get involved with. Cause you can't support a crowd, but they hate the effects that it causes. I really want shit, I really who I claim. I'm a big coach, when you call my name. This is really on my brain. I really want shit, I really who I claim. I'm a big coach, when you call my name. This is really on my brain. People don't want love, they just say that people don't want love, and I'm one of them too. I'm so easily entertained by the thrill of the chase. Infatuated with a new name and a new face. I tell myself no more hollering at these drugs. All I need is one, give a dime, give a pearl. Steady looking past what's right in my class. Someone that I can have, who will give me her last. Next thing you know, I'm talking to someone new. She love who I am, she didn't love what I do. First she used to ignore me, now she love to explore me. Was cool the first couple of weeks, now she's starting to book me. It's ain't right, feeling like I have a taste fight. They got fights, had to learn how to curb my appetite. I said that I've been wanting to be a wife, but I can't spend all my time just chasing whoever's fine. I really want shit, am I really who I claim? This is really on my brain. I really don't show no pain. I really do I claim. Comes when you call my name. This is really on my brain.
We about to get started, man. We about to get started. We about to get started. We about to get it started, man. Tune in, tune in, tune in. Tune in. Share the page, man. Like, comment, and share the show, man. Like, comment, and share the show. I'm using a new I'm using a new program to stream this podcast. As you can tell, StreamYard, shout to StreamYard. So hopefully this could take my podcast to another level once I learn how to work all the little gadgets and gadgets it got that comes with it. Because you could do so much with this program. One reason why I got the program, because you could do so much with it. All right, man. Here we go. 30 seconds. Let's get it. What it is, it's your boy, Mr. Dot. You don't forget the dot. I'd like to welcome y'all back to episode 2, man. And look, I'd like to welcome y'all to Everyday Chronicles podcast first. Let me get out of the way. My fault. It's episode 2. You already know what time it is. Hey, tonight, we got a good topic for y'all. Tonight, we got a great topic for y'all. The topic tonight is less too much at times. All right? And we're gonna get. I'm gonna read something, and that's gonna explain more to what I mean by that question. It's less too much at times, right? So, once we get into the show, I'll read the question, and then y'all can see where I'm coming from as far as that topic. All right, tonight's guest, the homie. You know what I'm saying? Good peoples. First, before I say that, let me say this. This podcast, I promise y'all, we are not trying to change nobody's opinion, nobody's views on any of the topics that we discuss. All right. This is simply just a podcast for people to express how they feel freely, without people trying to change their opinion on the subject. Right. So with that out the way, appreciate y'all coming into episode 2, man. Make sure you like, comment, and share the broadcast, the show. All right. So while I'm waiting for my guests to load up and get everything right, I just tell y'all more about the show. All right. So I started this podcast for two reasons. One reason being I feel like it's a lot of people out here like me that got things to say. Just your average person. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be, um, famous. In town celebrity. None of that. Just your average person, and you'll be surprised how many people you run into that got a story. So this is something I created. From the everyday people, everyday chronicles. Just the everyday stuff that you go through every day. This is what I want to talk to about on this podcast. All right. So with that being said, I guess tonight, um, I'm trying to get it loaded up. Like I said, it's my first time using this. Um, we did do a test run earlier, so I know it do work. It's just about getting her um, in here. All right. So with that being said, um, one second. Let me take a break. All right, we back. Sorry about that. Trying to get her in here. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right. She was excited about getting on, so yeah, we're gonna appreciate y'all holding it down, waiting for me. We're gonna get it in though in a few minutes. Few minutes. But yeah, so while I'm waiting for her to get it together, um, more about the topic. So it's less too much, right? So I was having a conversation. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on, I'm about to bring her in so she can introduce herself, all right?
Hey there, how you doing?
What's good?
I am Celeste. Hello, everyone. How are you?
Hey, what's up with it? What's up with you?
One day at a time.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. You know how
I know that's right. I know that's right. Hey, so look, before we get started, man, tell the people who you are, tell the people what you do, what you got going on.
Oh wow. I am Celeste. I am from Newport. I'm currently working as a medical data entry specialist, and I am waiting for some results for a opportunity to go to ECU this spring as a junior to finish up a master's in education in adaptive curriculum. So doing some things in the books.
Yeah, yes, sir. She getting it in
on the side, but it's at a standstill because school is crazy. But I do have Bougie Boutique. I'll share it after our live. So a few things, and I have 4 youngins, 4 kids.
4 kids. She's a great mother too, by the way. All right, so all right. So I was telling the people a little bit before you got on. Like the topic is less too much at times, and I think a lot of people might be thinking about a different topic than what I'm really saying. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna read a message that a friend and I was having when we was having a conversation, because I actually got this topic from a friend of mine, and we was actually just chopping it up about a few things, and I was basically telling her that when it comes to a relationship, for me, I don't ask for much, nor do I look for much. So and she, responded with sometimes less is too much for some. So, I asked her to explain on that because that sounded good, right? So she began to say, now I'm going to read this and then I'm going to let you respond back to this, all right?
Okay.
So she says, now listen, before I say this, I ain't got nothing against no women. I love women. Ain't no problem with me There's no women. All right, so don't take this the wrong way. Like I said, this is judgmental. We ain't trying to take nobody's opinion. We ain't about to disrespect nobody. We just want a views, and this coming from a woman herself. So here we go. All right, so I told her explain, and she said because some women are used to a certain man for various reasons, so they try to keep up with a lifestyle that have been introduced to them, but cannot maintain sometimes. Then she says, so when a man that requires less than what they're used to, they shy away from that because that may make the man look as weak, broke, or low maintenance. Then she says, when in reality, it's none of those reasons. So sometimes less is too much because it makes them uncomfortable with adapting to change.
Wow, that's deep. She's smart, whoever she is. Whoever you are, your response was dope. What a broad subject that you chose as far as less being more. That is a very broad topic. Back to what you said before, you people get confused or they think other than what you are really speaking of when you say is less more because your mind goes everywhere. So I'm glad you made that clear. Um, for me, I can only speak for me. We all have standards. We all have the type of man that we wish to, you know, be a partner with. I think it's based on where you come from when it comes to what you're used to. If you're used to being spoiled, I think I desire such a high maintenance man because my brother was, he did everything for me. He gave me everything. Mama, I was spoiled. My brother was 10 years older than me, so I was able to, get my way. So I wanted that. I wanted that man to spoil me, whether it was time, whether it was money, whether it was attention, whatever it may be. For me, like I say, I think it's because it's based on how you came up, how you were brought up, what you're used to. If you're used to a certain type of man, not a certain standard, you may have a certain type of man, but he may have no standards, as far as, God, that's a tough subject. I honestly feel like you go towards what you're used to. In a man, whether it was your father, she may have a father, her father may have given her everything. And you have some women who have had everything and don't want anything. It can be a man who has nothing, no job, no career, no anything. And hey, I'll take your hand. It's all on, it's different aspects you have to look at when you speak of less being more, because it can be money, it can be time. It's not limited to one thing. Financially, I can pay my own bills, but hey, maybe I might want my hair done. Can you pay for it? That type of thing. When you're speaking financially, time-wise,
Okay. Let me clear you off. So, well, you're right. It's a broad subject. So let's kind of bring it in some, right? So let's talk about. Last week we talked about the three things that is pretty much like a no-go for you, right? So now I want to kind of bring it to, since you're right, it's broad. Let's bring it in. Okay, so let's say let me give you a scenario. Okay, since you say let's go. Let's take away the financial part, right? Let's just go basically the emotional connection that you have with somebody.
Oh, let me not say, gosh, I'm sorry. Spiritually, definitely spiritually, because one thing I've recently learned, and it may not be the only reason, but if your beliefs don't line up with my belief, I honestly feel like if we can't go worship God together on a Sunday, because but I had to say that because seriously, you have to be on one accord. I had to throw that out there.
Right, no, but that's good you said it, because like I said last week, the guest and I had 3 topics, and also a couple of people that chimed in. Their number one was the spiritual part, right? So if you're not And that's big for me. If you're not there, listen. Like I said, I'm not gonna say you have to be all the way there, but if you're not like willing to go to church with me on Sundays, read the Bible, pray together to try to get better, then that's gonna be a problem. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, so now we narrow down is less too much at times, right? So let's go by the way a man treat you, right? So if you used to a man just whining down to you, but he's not a good dude, right? You know what I mean? Like he don't got a problem with spending money on you and showing you off, but the other side ain't you ain't really happy, emotionally wise, like you're not really there, right? Let's say you go vice versa. You meet a man that really that's on the come up, so to speak, but he treat you how you asking to be treated. Like, how would you react to that? Would that be a hard change for you to deal with having less in as far as like financially wise,
No, you're not. If I'm not happy emotionally, physically, spiritually, that dollar amount doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you why, because I've been there. Dealing with someone who has the finances, who has the resources to support you, but doesn't love you, doesn't show you the love, doesn't respect you. And anybody who is in that situation, please get out of that. If anybody is in a situation where you have the upper hand because you have the money and I don't have control because I have no money, and we as human feel like if we have no money, we have no power. That is not true. I was there with my daughter's father. Do not ever let anyone control you because of a dollar amount. That's a touchy subject for me. I'm sorry, but absolutely not. If I physically, emotionally, no, I don't care what you have. Give me quality. Give me quality. Don't give me quantity. Give me quality, because I can produce. Even if I couldn't produce, if I'm struggling, guess what? We're going to struggle together and we're going to be all right as long as you treat me right. I don't care about no money. I've had my days where I wanted, you look like, no, but you learn. I can say that because I was there. This in my younger days, vulnerable, but it was always older men who wanted to try to, connive and, I got this, I can kind of control you, like young-minded. And that's what they go for. Not all of them, but a lot of cases, men do that. They go towards women who are younger so they can manipulate them and use them and abuse them and have them dependent on them. And been there, done it. Nope.
All right. So what would you say? All right, because it's on the flip side of that, right? You got women like you that's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. If I ain't happy in these 3 areas, I'm gone. But on the flip side, you do have women, unfortunately, that's stuck in it. Well, not stuck, but in that situation, and it's hard for them to leave or change. What do you say to those women? Like, how do you, what advice you get to those women that's trying to get out of the situation?
That are trying to get. If I said anything other than praying, I would be wrong. Because and I'm not going to say depend on the situation. Any situation is bad. Any type of abuse or neglect or control situation is not okay. But you feel like you have to be there because they're your provider, or they're you don't know what to do, or you don't know what's next. Like prayer, you have to pray. You have to pray. You have to want to get out of it. You have to want to get out.
That's what I'm about to say, because I'm a what's it saying? Faith without works. Like that's me. Like praying, having faith, but then you gotta also want. You gotta also have actions. You gotta also like walk away from the situation. You know what I mean? Whatever way. I mean, some people can't walk. Maybe it might get abusive if you try to walk away anyway. But you got to figure out a way to get yourself away from that situation, and then do what this comment said: trust in God, not man. So, because a comment, somebody said they've been Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said, trust in God, not man. Been there myself. So, and I believe she heard what you were saying because I believe she was feeling every bit of what you were saying.
And let me tell you something, like if I could tell you, like I could sit here all day and like just tell you, and ain't know that I can tell you, like I will tell you, like I've been there to the point where I'm talking drug down the stairs, I'm pregnant, I'm talking black eye in Myrtle Beach. Like I'm telling you real stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
in Myrtle Beach, like that my friends can attest to. You know, a guy that says he loves in the home that me and my 3 children lived in. I now have 4. Some of them might know. I don't care if you tell them. Tell them. I wouldn't care if you told them. I wouldn't care. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not gonna say nobody's names, but I'm telling you, if somebody may know me, may know who my child's father is, so be it. In Myrtle Beach, black eye, pregnant, abortion, been there, been there. And I'm so glad that I can look and talk to you guys up here and smile and say, I'm okay. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but don't, because I felt like I had to be there. Because I had the cars, I had the house. Oh, nice home. Well over $300,000. Right in the
Right.
area. Nice car, BMW, everything. But got drunk and talked to me like I was a dog and tried to beat me like I was a dog.
Well, thank God you
You can tell
here,
you. You gonna tell
cause
you.
I ain't. That's one. That's another. That's I'm gonna keep that topic for later. All right, because I don't want to go. Because um,
Run. If
I'm
you are
I'm
in a situation like that, run, leave, and never
and,
go back.
and
You're
other,
worth so much more.
and let's be clear, guys. She's smiling, but it ain't funny. She just made it through, so she can definitely smile because she's on the other side. All right, so a little bit on my view um before the 30 minutes is up. Um, when I s- when I feel like less is too much, I mean, honestly I don't feel like that. I just it was just a response that I got from her that kind of made me think like, what is
And it
that?
depends on what type of girl she is. What does she expect? What is she, what does she want in a man? There's a lot of questions. What type
Right.
of man does she want? You want somebody who's laid back, who's chill, who plays the game and doesn't go out and doesn't bar hop.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on, hold
trying to
on, hold
be in
on, hold
bed at
on.
9 o'clock.
I'm glad you said that. How you feel about men like that?
like like
They
what?
just chill, laid back.
That's what let me sit on the couch. We can pop some popcorn. I want to be home. I don't like to be out. I don't like to every now and then if I do, it's because my family's dragging me out and I have nothing to do. But when it comes to a man, no, I want to be in the house. A lot of men don't want to be in the house. I want my man at home with me. If you want to be out in the streets, go ahead. Go ahead and go. I want a laid back man who is chill, who doesn't require a lot. I'll cook for you. The house is gonna be clean. I might talk a little junk. I might complain, and you gotta feed me. Like we gotta eat good. But other than that, like I'm very,
Okay.
very simple. And that's the thing. Never judge a book by its cover because you don't look at she looked like this, she looked like that. People judge you. You know this, I know this because of what you look and how you look. And I know I've had a lot of people, I'm not talking to you. She's too bougie. She's too this. Let me tell you something. Little do you know, like I'm the simplest person ever. Like it doesn't take much to make me happy. Like it doesn't.
Well,
But
that's
anywho,
good. That's good. That's good to know. You know what I mean? Somebody might see you and jump in your DMs.
hey, it's open.
Somebody might jump in.
It's open.
All right. Okay. All right. So let me show this comment. All right. This is a comment from 1 hour, guys. This is
Okay.
I don't mind wanting somebody to be in the house, but sometimes that means that person has little or no ambition, so have to be careful. And how you feel about that?
I wouldn't totally disagree. I have ambition. I am going to school and I'm doing stuff and I'm working. I just don't like being around a lot of people. And not only that, I'm a firm believer in my spirit, a lot of people say energy. You look at life how
Energy.
you choose to look at life. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
spiritual person. If it ain't cleansing to my spirit, if I gotta go in there and my spirit gonna be all disturbed, I'd rather be in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you
See,
just but
and,
it just depends on who you are and how you look at life.
right, but you know what's crazy? Nicole, that's my good friend. We're good people, and she know it's crazy because she know that's me. Like all I do is chill. I don't go nowhere. I don't go out. I don't. I just go to work. I come home and I play Call of Duty, and I try to do my business on the side. I don't really. That's it. So it's crazy because she the one that gave this girl that just commented, this woman that just commented, she the one that gave me the name Barman. Cause like she used to ask what I'm doing, just chilling. Cause that's all I do. That's all I do. Like, especially I guess I'm kind of like you. I mean, at least around here in my area, that's all I do is chill. Like, if I go maybe out of town on vacation or something, I might go out depending on who I'm with. If it's family, definitely going out. So I'm just kind of like a chill person. So it's kind of like so it's kind of like what you said about being ambition. Like I am ambition. It's just I just like to chill. I just like to keep to myself. At this point now, I used to be the type of person that like to be out, but now as you learn and you learn people and you learn that the people that you know what I mean you associated with before, everybody grow up. You know what I mean. Even though it's always gonna be love, everybody grow up and everybody want to do their own thing. Everybody go different ways. Everybody, some people stay in their old ways. Some people change. So I'm one of the people that just changed. I used to like to be around people, but now I guess being around just me and my son so much is kind of like just I'm cool with that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you, like I say, and half the times my kids don't even want to be underneath me. Like I sit in the house, like and do nothing. I might go get food, but even when it's time to go get food, I'm like, I'll drive to the drive-through. Like, and sometimes I will like, and I will back to what Nicole says. Like, that's why I said I wouldn't totally disagree because
Let's put this comment back up with
her saying the person has little to no ambition, so you have to be careful. Little to no ambition, and then what comes after that? They settle and they don't do anything, or they just sit. And that's how I feel. Like that raises my eyebrow to say, hey, am I going to sit here and like rot to death? Like, are you going to school, you're doing all this, like, why are you not living life? Like, people are like, and I just like lost my uncle, very, very close uncle, my mom's brother, last Wednesday. Not only that, my mom had a house fire the month 2 days before, like, so it was like back to back to back. And I'm like, all right, God, like what's going on? Like, you got me, you still there, type of thing. But as the day goes by, like he continues to show you like what's for you. But I sit and I wonder, like, I hope I don't sit here and like chase all these dreams and all this success and I don't get to enjoy it. Like grinding so hard, trying to do this and like I don't get to enjoy it. Like I don't go out, I don't go anywhere, and I'm like, God, I hope I don't. And then I think like, am I trying to sit in depression? And you got to be careful because when you're growing and you're prospering and God is elevating and you're evolving, like it's so easy to get into just you, like don't become a narcissist because you're so focused on success. Like my kids, like to the point where my kids have been homeschooled and probably haven't been really schooled because I've had to take that attention from them to put on my big girl pants and do what I have to do to provide for them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not pleasant, but I feel like when I get to where I need to be, then I can live. Then I can see the world. Then I can get out. Right now it's grind time.
Right. And she sent another comment and she said it's all about balance.
Nicole, I need you to hit me in my DM. You might can help me with that. You're right. I agree. I agree. So what brings you balance? What brings you balance? The world? Because if I feel like I'm balanced at home in my place of peace, And I step out in the world and I'm like, oh God, I really don't want to be here. Like, what do I need to get? Like, come on, so we can hurry up and get back home. Like, I don't want to live life like that.
You know what? That's crazy. That's crazy you say that, because I'm like, soon I leave out the house, I'm like, man, I'm ready to get back home. Like, I'll get up, go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'll be like, man, I'm ready to go back home already. Like, dang, like, and I find myself, and I'm glad you said it, because I don't want to live like that. Yeah. I don't want to live like a person that's just ready to just get so accustomed to just being stuck at home, not doing nothing. Like, I mean, it might be good for saving money purposes. Yes, that's cool, but
I ain't even saving no money. I ain't even saving no money.
I'm about to say, even then, that's not a guarantee. So, like,
I ain't even saving no money. I'm trying to downsize my townhouse now to an apartment, because I'm like, all right, I can't really buy right now. I ain't ready to buy right now. So you got, and like she said, balance. You know, you like, okay, I want to save money doing this. I'm not gonna go out tonight, but next week I'm going to Olive Garden and I'm gonna get me a lasagna fritter. So the money gonna go, you know, one way or another.
Right.
So I don't. Like she said, balance. Maybe is that something that has to be taught? How do you find that?
She responded back to you. Here you go. She go right here. Balance of recharging, relaxing, and then working towards goals. I struggle with that too.
And she has a family.
Mm-hmm.
And she has a husband.
No, she's not married.
Oh, she's not. Okay.
She's on the way down. Don't ride the car. You're on the way to being married.
Well, she has a man there. She's not single. Nicole,
that's crazy. Hold on, let me see. No, that's her son. That's her oldest. Yeah, that's
I can't see.
Kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
he looks tall as you. Okay. Well, if you're not, let me ask you a question, Nicole. Okay. Nicole, are you single?
Are you single? Nicole.
Because I need to we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Nicole, she said, are you single, Nicole?
Are you single?
Are you single, Nicole? I wonder. We about to find out.
These things, because that makes a difference. Like,
nah, you can't leave. We here there.
I feel like a lot of times, like, when it's time to like go out of town and do stuff like by myself, I'm not going to no Virginia. I'm not going to New York. I'm not going to these places by myself. Like, so I'm just in the house. If the thought ever occurs, hey, I want to go here, I don't have nobody to go with. I don't have, I have my cousins, but sometimes they don't want to go places. Then you really have to plan now to be able to go somewhere and go and have a good time. Mm-hmm. It's a lot.
She responded, said, I'm working on something. So man, she might be taking soon, is what she said. She might be out the market.
Nicole, I'm scared. I'm scared, honestly. I'm like, Lord.
I honestly thought you was in a nice relationship.
We gotta talk about this.
Nah, we ain't got to. I just want to throw that comment out there. So
we gotta talk about this.
You ain't got to say no more about it.
Let me say this. God, make sure you know someone before you start dating them. Learn them. Learn your partner. You're always going to learn them, because people, hopefully they won't change too drastically to where you don't want to be with them anymore. But take time to learn them. What they say, some people operate out of seasons. So make sure you deal with that person in every season. Like, because I feel like I've been cursed by, I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm going to say it because I know I don't want one. I feel like I've been cursed by like the month of threes. Like ever since my engagement, like I've been, and that ended in what, 2019? I feel like I've been cursed by the months of threes. Like nothing works past 3 months. So I'm just like, you know what?
So you're not. So what you're saying is you're not open to nothing right now.
I gotta heal. I would be poison to someone right now. I would be poison.
Man, I don't believe that type of stuff. Man, I don't believe that. Look, I don't believe that type of stuff, because I just believe it just depends on who you end up with as far as about that situation. But no. Before we go to, let's show what she said. Y'all can go somewhere. She can go somewhere without her man. So she's saying,
Nicole,
y'all,
what's up?
she's saying, y'all,
What's
let's
up?
go.
What's up? Because hey, we can go.
She's
Nicole,
saying
I got kids. We might have to pay for the trip 2 weeks in. Girl, what's up? Where you at?
as long as y'all take me, I'm good.
Let's go. Like, and I don't mind. Like my kids, my mom. Thank God for my mother. Lord keep her. She helps me with my kids. Like it ain't nothing to go. It's just you don't have the drive. Don't want to go, and that messes with you. Like that's deep. Like depression, anxiety. Like not wanting to communicate with people. Like blocking yourself from the world. Like it's crazy.
I agree.
Real life.
I agree. So look, you got a little friend, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can travel. Since you know what I mean, you healing and she working on something, maybe y'all can come together
Give
and
me some.
she can get what she get in her head and you can hear her and then you can find you somebody and you good.
I mean, if it comes, it comes. I don't. I'm not gonna say that. I'm going. I'm gonna be. I'm going. I'm not gonna say that because that's negative. That's negative.
Would you go
I'm
on a date
going.
with somebody right now?
Huh?
Would you go on a date with somebody right now?
But I go on a date. Yeah, I'd go on a date. I'd be nervous. I'd be very, very nervous. Like, but I
No,
would.
I'm talking about like a not no old friendship. This just a homie. No, I'm talking about a date like somebody like feeling you, and you know they're trying to get to know you because you said you. I'm asking this because you said you was healing. So you going
We
to
let them
date
know. Let them know I got 4 kids.
4 kids? What that mean?
Yes.
Listen,
So what?
listen. I don't really. I'm gonna say this. It's because of my sister. I'm be honest with you. Because of my sister, this is why I feel like this. My sister had 5 kids, right? She has 5 kids, and she's younger than me, right? So, with that being said, I looked at it like, all right, is my sister not good enough for somebody because she got 5 kids? Like, is she not good enough to be with somebody? That's how I look.
No,
I
not at all. Not
that
at all. Like
that's why I don't really bother
nowadays,
me when they be like, "Oh, I got 4 kids." All
no,
right. I
because
mean, what else? What else you got though?
men will men will play that role. Men will, and you got to be careful. Like I did that like twice, and I'm like, that's why I'm at. Like my kid, when it comes to my kids, like that's gotta like that's gotta be dead because you know I'm used to I was in a relationship on and off 9 years, engaged to a guy. So when I did get out of that, I had to see how I was going to communicate with them about things. Um, I don't want to be secretive. Like with my kids, I'm so open, like about everything. Like I keep it like 100 with them because you have to. They're kids. They're gonna see it. They're gonna hear it. Like my kids know we got a relationship, and they're gonna come and tell me. My oldest, not so much, but the other three, yeah, the three youngest. But you just gotta be careful. Um, People have ill intentions, and some of people just want to use you, and some people just I don't know want what they want, and then they're out the door. Like, tell me what you want from the jump. Like, you're not one way with me today, and then 2 months down the road, you're a completely different person. No, you put on a front this whole time. Now I'm seeing your true colors.
Hmm. I'm glad you said that because actually episode 4 is kind of like dealing with that. So make sure y'all tune in to that.
Absolutely.
But we at 7:36. All right. So listen, to close it out, just like I asked my last guest, I gotta ask you 3 things, your top 3 things, right? That is a no go for you when it comes to a man. All right. So what I know a lot of women got a few things that they be like, oh nah, this ain't it. Give me your top 3 that's like, ain't no way, no go, I ain't even don't say my name, don't look at me type thing.
If every time you talk, every second or third word is a Word that is not pleasing. I don't want to have a conversation with you.
All right, so if a man overly cusses or cusses at all, profanity at all.
Not at all, but some men just have no respect for. Let me say this. Not even to me. Even if you're talking junk to me, I know you're trying to get off here. Even if you're just talking, we talking about whatever. But if we are in public and there are elders, respect yourself and respect the people around you. If you have no respect around the people around you, I hear people in the mall just talking, MF this, and it's like, y'all have no respect as kids in here. Like, I may go off the deep end and talk to my kids and go off, but as talking in a regular tone and just out of conversation, every word got to be MF this, and I have no conversation with you. That is number one.
Okay.
What's another thing?
It's hard.
Don't come to me, drug dealers. If there's any up here, don't come in my DM. I don't want no hustle. If you're not doing anything other than in the streets, do not come my way.
All right, so
I have my share of drug dealers. I don't want none.
If you cuss too much, it's a no-go. All right. So far, if you cuss too much, it's a no-go. If you did drugs, you ain't getting no play. All right. And the third one would be,
if you don't take care of your kids, bye.
Ooh, that's big right there.
You can have 7 kids. I help you take care of them kids, but if you ain't taking care of them kids, goodbye.
Ooh.
I have a good relationship with my kids' fathers, significant others. Ain't no drama here, but so as much as possible.
All right. So listen. I'd like everybody for tuning in. It's Mr. Dot E. Don't forget the dot and listen. And this is a good episode right here, man, for real. I know when people go back and watch this, they're going to really be truly thankful for, the information, your views of things that, even including Nicole, y'all views of things that y'all said on this part. See, for me, I'm just here to chill and listen. I chime in here and there. I just like to hear, and I'm trying to do, like, as you notice, I'm trying to do a male and a female. So, like, my point of view.
Because last week you had a female on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So my next episode, my episode 3 will be out. We're going live Monday, and that's a male on that one. So, So yeah, we definitely gonna vibe out. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I appreciate everybody coming through. Hey, look, Celeste, when we get off, man, I'm gonna shoot you a DM. I gotta send you some information about something.
Okay,
that's cool good with you.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Oh, no doubt.
Pleasure. This is dope. I wish you well, and I mean that because it's enough success for each of us. We don't have to be.
Oh yeah. We trying to take this. We trying to take this to a whole nother level, man. We just started, man. We just started.
I wish you well.
Gotta be consistent, man. That's what I'm trying to do. Be consistent and just keep doing it, no matter what the views is right now. I know we're going up, so.
Repetition, absolutely.
Yeah, so I appreciate you coming through, and until next time, make sure y'all tune in, man. It's Mr. Dot E. Don't forget the dot. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all sliding through, man. Make sure you share this. Hey, let me know what y'all think so far, man. All right? Mr. Dot E. Don't forget the dot. Yes.